Hi, I'm Sally Helgeson, and I am here to congratulate my dear and warmly admired friend Tom Kolditz on the extraordinary contribution you've made to the students at Rice University and beyond. By embedding leadership into curriculum and practice to an unprecedented extent, you have built an initiative that will pay dividends in terms of citizen development and excellence across sectors for generations to come. Tom, having the opportunity to know and work with you over the decades has been a source of inspiration in my life. I wish joy to you and Kay on the next part of your journey. You are precisely the kind of people that our country and our world needs now. Congratulations and thank you for your service.
Hi, Tom. Now that you are moving on to the board member position, I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you for everything you've done for the coaching community at Doerr and Rice, but also specifically for me and allowing me the opportunity to work together not only with such a great cadre of coaches, but also with so many gifted and talented students. It is sad to see you go, as I'm sure everybody else has already said. And I think one of the most profound things that you have left with me is that talk you gave in which you very clearly stated that we have a leadership crisis and it is our job to essentially help fix it or at least mitigate some of the impacts of such crises. These words I thought were extremely profound as we see them still be true, not only here, but around the world. And so they stuck with me. I wish you all the best for your future. It's been an honor and a privilege to work with you. And you and your family, please take care. Thank you.
Tom, this is Bruce Avolio. I just want to congratulate you on the transition that you're now moving into. I know you always put family first. And also you keep your friends close, and I want to thank you for that and all the help you've given to me. I know you know how to do transitions, so it's one of the things I admire in you. You've done that throughout your career, from a long time in the military, as well as the work you did at West Point, and then moving into Yale for the executive education part of your career, and now at Doerr. Extraordinary capstone on your experience and your career.
Hello, Tom. I want to let you know that I've always admired how you draw us into your vision. You tell a vision like a little kid who's so excited, and before long, we're all enthralled. I admire that about you. The one lesson I learned from you was about really positioning your business for success. So one thing is you can dream as far as your mind to let you go to the moon and stars and beyond, but to ground that vision in evidence-based protocol and clear metrics. So thank you for those lessons and for always drawing us into beautiful visions. With success for you going forward. Salute.
You know, the thing I admire so much about Tom is his ability to create a vision that is so compelling and so attractive that, an institution has been built around his big idea. And that's the way I saw him walking the stage some 5 years ago, giving this concept of what the Doerr Institute would soon be. Professional coaches working together with students who volunteer to do this work outside the classroom to develop leadership potential and have a long runway to go and be better leaders in the world as they go forward. And what a great idea, a great concept. But how to make that a reality? Well, Tom's big idea attracted a team of people to come together to continue to grow and develop and nurture that into the institution that it is today. And it's because of Tom's vision, Tom's leadership, and the inspiration that he's given all of us to be a part of something that's extremely special as the Doerr Institute. So congratulations, Tom. Thanks for all that you've done for us.
Tom, I've learned a lot of things from you, from how to connect with people, how to network and make things happen. But most of all, I've learned about the power of stories. You're a great storyteller. When I've seen you in trainings for us coaches, in speaking engagements, or when I've seen you on TV, in each of these occasions, you have tapped into your rich personal experience to influence the minds and hearts of people. You recount vivid details and you don't shy away to talk about how you felt and how the other participants felt. And as a result, your messages really stick. So that's something that I'm definitely taking away from the experience of working under your stewardship. I wish you best of luck in your retirement, and you will be missed.
I'm so inspired by what Tom Kolditz has done to propagate the idea that really the central purpose of higher education should be to develop students' leadership so that they can ultimately shape a better future, for all of us. So congrats and thank you for doing that and for creating an example at Rice of an institution that has put a commitment to that at the very core of its mission.
Hey Tom, I just want to send a big congratulations your way and thank you for the incredible contributions that you've made at Rice and at the Doerr Institute. It's undeniable the impact that you've made within the higher education space, specifically within the leader development field. And so I just want to thank you for being an exemplary leader and being able to execute on a vision while also bringing others alongside to achieve that vision. It's really something that I admire about you. And over the past couple of years, one thing that sticks out to me is your lesson to accept some risks. And just recently you shared with me the importance of assuming success and operating with tactical patience. And I can honestly say that's something that I think about every single day. So thank you for, pouring your wisdom into me and allowing me to learn those important lessons. And so I just want to wish you all the best, and I'm excited to see you tackle some new adventures, whether that be spending time with your dad, having the family out on the boat, watching your grandkids climb that sick rock wall, or maybe that's spoiling Lucy. So I know that you are fabulous as always, and I hope that you stay fabulous as always. And again, congratulations.
During the 3.5 years I was a Doerr leadership coach, every semester at the beginning we had a professional development day, and Tom was always there. What really impressed me was that despite that he was the commander-in-chief of the Doerr Institute, he didn't want it to be taking the center stage. Instead, he created that, or leave the great space for his team to take the ownership and shine. And as a result, the Doerr team really did a great, wonderful job. And on the other side, when situation really needed his help.
Good morning, Tom. It's wonderful to have the opportunity to wish you well on this retirement journey and to share with you what I admire and what I learned. I admired from the moment I met you in fall of 2016 as the Doerr Institute was launched. I admired your remarkable leadership presence, your confidence, and that indomitable spirit, infectious energy that you have. What was huge for me, though, I've heard lots of leaders speak, I've read lots of leadership books, but often these are not practitioners. They just write about it or tell us about it. You were an actual leader, a proven leader, and that was tremendous to hear you craft the vision and help move us forward as coaches and helping grow the leadership program there at Rice. And I learned so much, but you're highly credentialed, but that did not stand in your way. You were open and warm, and you knew my name. I'm an out-of-town coach, but you knew my name and helped pull me into that vision of the greater good for leadership there at Rice. Helped me be a part of that mission and moving the Doerr Institute forward. Thank you for that, for letting me be a small part of that, and for always being so warm and accessible to all of us. Thank you. Good luck. Godspeed in your retirement.
Hey, Tom. I just want to say thank you for bringing us together at Doerr and inspiring us in what we do. One thing that I'll always remember is something you told us very early on when we were meeting as coaches, and you talked about the analogy of shooting an arrow and how when the arrow comes off of the bow, it's like someone's career trajectory. And if you intervene early on, you can send that arrow in a wildly different direction. And I just love that for an analogy of what we do with students. And I found that really inspiring. And I've quoted you many times as I've talked to people about what we do at the Doerr Institute. So thank you for that. It's been really great working with you, and I wish you the best going forward.
Tom, it was a pleasure working with you. I'm so glad we crossed paths, and I wish you the best in your upcoming chapter.
Dear Tom, just to let you know how much your innovative approach to leadership has been an inspiration to me and to the Normandy Institute, and I'm sure to all your students and colleagues too. I wish you and Kay lots of luck and lots of fun with your new endeavors.
Hi Tom, thank you for your inspirational leadership and bringing together the team that translated the idea into the reality of Coach Rice that it is today. I wish you all the best in your next chapter.
What I admire most about Tom was his ability to increase the Doerr Institute visibility and recognition nationally and internationally by building important relationships and partnerships with the right leaders and organizations around the world. As far as important lessons that I learned from Tom, there are so many, but I'll just focus on two things that have attracted my attention. Number one, how he was able to scale the business, to scale the Doerr Institute from so many angles, from the number of staff members to one program offering to multiple program offerings, or even from a small group of coaches to 50 coaches today, some of the best professionals in the country. And the second lesson that comes to mind is the importance of measurement, having a measurement expert on the team to back up with evidence the levels of impact that we're reaching, or even several of the initiatives and decisions that we're making. So scaling the business and importance of measurement really attracted my attention, and I learned those lessons from Tom. So Tom, thank you for everything you've done for all of us. And it's quite impressive that you're leaving the Doerr Institute in such a strong position globally. We wish you the best, and we'll certainly miss you.
Hi, Tom. I've always really admired how generously you share your time and your valuable insights and wisdom and experience with others, including me. So thank you so much for that. And something I've learned from you is how important it is to have a bold and exciting vision. So thank you for being a leader and a catalyst for that type of vision for the Doerr Institute.
One of the things that I admire the most about General Kolditz is his commitment to making a measurable difference. I think that he has very little tolerance for the fluff. He really wants to cut through and know, how are we making a difference? Can this be replicated? And can we do this at scale? And I think it's an approach that's very grounded that I've come to appreciate. One of the things that I've learned, one of the most important lessons I've learned from General Kolditz is to think big and stay grounded, to have big aspirations and also give major consideration to what are the specific levers that need to be pulled in order to create the climate for that desired outcome to be the natural result of. Every time that I talk to General Kolditz, I'm both challenged and inspired to think bigger. How can I do what I'm doing at a bigger scale? And how can I also make an impact that really moves the needle, and not just the things that people want to hear and that make good stories, but how can you really make a measurable difference in the lives of the people that you want to serve? So I'm grateful for General Kolditz and what he's built at the Doerr Institute and his influence on me as a young leader.
Tom, I'm grateful for the opportunity that I've had to work with you. I most admire your courageous and innovative vision for leader development that's impacted not only students at Rice and those they go on to lead, but is impacting universities across the country and indeed across the world to build and strengthen their leader development work. The impact that your work will have and your vision will have on generations of leaders to come is immense. And I've been inspired to be part of it. You encourage each of us to be better leaders ourselves. And I wish you the very best in what's next for you. Thank you.
Hi, Tom. Congratulations. Thank you for your exemplar leadership. You are an example of humble leadership, kind, compassionate, gentle, and strong. You have done and will continue to do great things. Thank you for all that you have taught me and for all that you have done for so many. Have a blast.
Hi, Tom, and congratulations on your retirement. I am so happy for you, and I hope you have many, many days to be outside and enjoying a beautiful life with a little bit more freedom now that you will not be full-time in your support of the Doerr Institute for New Leaders at Rice University. What I appreciate about you and what I learned from you is to think big, to never give up, and to develop more and better leaders, more and more better leaders. What I appreciate is you connected us, as from the very beginning you connected us at Rice University, at the Doerr Institute. You've continued to sustain us, which is amazing. Every time I see a LinkedIn post or something, you lift people up. And that is the last thing. You lift us up continually, and I'm so grateful for that. You've given me, Creighton University, help in developing more and better leaders, and I look forward to continuing seeing you. I know you'll still be on the board of directors, trustees, so I know you won't go away, but I really do appreciate all you've done for us, and thank you so much.
Hi, Tom. Wanted to send you this message on the occasion of your retirement, although I'm betting you're not going to actually retire. Anyway, wanted to say congratulations to you and thank you for all the great work that you've done at the Rice Institute, and also for all the leadership work that you did before that as well. I have just so enjoyed working with you, and I think many of your lessons on leadership have really stuck with me, especially the ones about perseverance. And so I want to thank you for that and for your help and support as a mentor and for all the wonderful things that you've done for young people. So really means a lot and will be a lasting legacy. Thank you, Tom.
Hi, Tom. I remember the first time I met you many years ago. You were lugging your bicycle into your new office, maybe the second or third day of work in the Jones School. And I thought to myself, what's this guy doing with this big bicycle? And you weren't riding it for a leisure ride. In fact, you had made the long trek from home all the way through town to get to school. And I thought, wow, this guy's really determined. Boy, little did I know just how much determination you truly have, and the drive that you had to make the things that you want actually happen. You know, today we celebrate you, who you are, and all the contributions you've made to the Doerr Institute. Your vision has positively touched so many lives, and it will ultimately touch so many, many more. I'm proud of the work that you've done. I am so proud to have been a part of it and to have known you. We will miss you, Tom, but we wish you all the best.
Hey, Tom, David Day here. I want to acknowledge what a privilege it's been to get to know you and work with you over the last few years, as both as a Doerr Fellow and what you've done here on the campus of Claremont McKenna to help us improve our leader development systems. Something I really admire about you is being such a strong role model for the effectiveness and the importance of student leader development, and all of your efforts to move the field from one of nonsense to substance. Thanks for that, and best wishes on the next phase of your own leadership journey. Take care, mate.
Tom, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you. You've built the Doerr Institute into such an incredible powerhouse of leader development, driven by care, a spirit of service to others, and united through clarity of purpose. and you've illuminated the path forward for what's possible in the practice of leader development, not just in higher education, but throughout society. As a result, from Coach Rice to now being part of the coaching team, the Doerr Institute has brought so many wonderful people and connections and beautiful learning experiences into my life. Thank you. What I admire most about you, Tom, is your embodiment of humility and deep care, a commitment to the growth of others with integrity and living out the responsibility that comes with working toward a meaningful mission and purpose. Holding these together in integration is no small feat, and I feel these elements present in all my experiences with you in a way that has resulted in my growth as a person. So with that, congratulations on everything you've built and accomplished with the Doerr Institute. What an incredible journey. Sending you well wishes, blessings and grace as your journey continues, and so excited for everything to come. Thank you.
Hi, Tom. I am so excited for you that you get to embark on this next adventure in your life, wherever it takes you. And I know wherever that journey does lead, you're going to be doing amazing things. You've done so many amazing things already. You know, one of the things I admire about you the most is your collaborative spirit and how you want to bring people together to learn and grow and just to be a part of all of these amazing things you've done and making sure that every voice is around the table. That's just such a beautiful thing. When I think about the things that I've learned from you, the thing I've learned the most, that I love the most, is it's not rocket science. It's improvement science, right? So anyway, it's just been such a joy working with you the last couple of years on different projects. And I wish you all the best in your retirement, and cheers to you. Go do amazing things.
Tom, I've learned so much from you about leadership over all these years, conversations in many places, particularly at Yale and at your wonderful conference on leadership standards at the Doerr Institute. I think the thing that strikes me most is how innovative your approach has been and how much our young people can learn if we approach them as individuals rather than thinking there's some model that we should stick to, which will somehow produce great leaders among all our young people. It's been a wonderful experience learning from you. You've been my guide through this field entirely, and I can only wish you many years of happy hunting, shooting, and fishing, you and the dog.
Tom, it's been such a pleasure to serve under your leadership over the past 4 years. Your vision has taken the Doerr Institute to new heights and beyond what anyone even imagined at the beginning. What I admire the most about your leadership is that it's infused with gratitude. Every time you speak, you're championing the strengths, the accomplishments of your team, and everyone who's been a part of making this vision possible. What better epitomizes what leadership is? Bringing out and championing the best in others. And I know you'll do that in whatever arenas you step into from here. Thank you for your investment in the Doerr Institute, in me, and in the next generation of leaders.
Hi, Tom. I will never forget nervously reaching out to you on LinkedIn in the summer of 2015 after returning from vacation and thumbing through my Rice alumni magazine and seeing your face staring back at me as I was reading through the announcement for the launch of the Doerr Institute for New Leaders. And I thought, I have got to figure out what this is and how I can hopefully be a part of this, because this is too amazing. And as I was putting this together, look what I found. I actually found a piece of paper, and it has all of my notes and scribbles from our first conversation. And I remember you said, we're just going to start trying things. And 2 months later, there I was in Houston with Jen and Danielle, the other two coaches. And between the three of us, we coached 12 students, and we were off and running. And I think that leads me to what I most admire about you, Tom, which is your fearlessness. I remember you telling me that you and the team there were going to start putting things in place and trying, and that it wasn't going to be perfect, but you were going to trudge up that mountain, developing students as leaders as quickly as possible and learning along the way, which is exactly what's happened. And there's too much for me to talk about in terms of what I've learned from you, but I just know that I appreciate your taking a chance on me and allowing me to stretch my leadership and being such a kind, thoughtful, and patient friend and mentor with me, as well as someone with a great sense of humor to boot. I've enjoyed all of it, and I know this is not goodbye, but I will see you soon.
What do I admire most about Tom Kolditz? His ability to take a dream, a vision, and let it grow, and let a lot of people infuse their own creativity into it, as it serves the people it was originally intended for, and then even beyond that. And Tom does this with intelligence, creativity, and grace. Thank you, Tom.
Well, I am so grateful for so many things that Tom has done and brought to the Doerr Institute, but specifically one of the things that I appreciate the most and had the greatest and deepest learning was in the program he helped facilitate with West Point. And I just felt so honored to walk alongside these men and women, these cadets, and to help deepen their emotional awareness. And then my learning was just to have this great appreciation for what they're doing, who they are, and who they're becoming. It gave me such faith and hope in our future, knowing that these young men and women are poised to become our future leaders. So thank you. Thank you for that and for so many other things that you've done and that you will continue to do to bring better and more confident leaders into the world.
An important lesson that I've learned from you over the years is to be bold. Meaningful work is meant to be done ambitiously.
There's a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson: "Be an opener of doors, for such as come after thee." And leader development is about opening doors and creating more leaders. And I don't know anyone who's done that better with more energy and passion and vision than you. I'm grateful for the countless doors you've opened for me and so many other people. And it's an amazing legacy that you leave. Even though you're retiring, I know you're not really retiring, but I wish you my heartiest congratulations, and I'm very afraid for the squirrels.
Congratulations, Tom Kolditz. You know, it's clear now more than ever before that our world needs great leaders. And growing more leaders, better leaders, ethical leaders, is truly a sacred purpose for our colleges and universities. In fact, you've raised the bar. You've taught us that they owe us that. They desperately need a leadership reckoning and accounting of success, together with an honest way to measure the inevitable failures and clear paths to improve in this important development. You know, Tom, you've given us really a great gift. You've given us this book. You've given us your life's work, which is literally to be personally a role model for leader development. Ann and I, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for that.
The Rice students thank you. Your team thanks you. The Carnegie Foundation thanks you. Thanks so much, Tom. May you enjoy your success.
You're a star.
Bye-bye. Thank you.